Just confirmed. Princess Leonor's engagement ceremony happening soon. Spain is calm. The palace is quiet. The world thinks the future queen's life is predictable. But tonight, everything changes. Because the engagement wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. Something bigger is coming. Something royal, ceremonial, and soon. Princess Leonor's engagement ceremony is about to take place. And the palace has been rushing to prepare it in secret. Yet here's the shock, the ceremony is happening much sooner than anyone expected. And Spain isn't prepared for what they're about to witness. Why the rush? Why the secrecy? And what is the palace hiding behind the celebration? Let's reveal what's happening inside the royal walls right now. The moment the engagement was confirmed, the palace didn't celebrate. They activated protocol, meetings, security changes, travel restrictions, symbolic approvals. Every royal office received the same directive: prepare for a public ceremony that will mark the future of Spain. This ceremony won't just present a couple. It will introduce a consort to a nation. A person who must stand next to a queen. Not above her, not beneath her, but beside her. That balance, historically, has always been political, carefully crafted, almost engineered by royal advisors. But this time, it's emotional. The palace is facing a dilemma: they must transform a private love into a public institution. How does a monarchy announce a partner who wasn't chosen for power or alliance? How do they introduce someone who wasn't shaped for the throne, but will walk close to it? That is the question keeping Spain's royal staff working late into the night. To understand the ceremony, we must understand the tension building behind it. Royal marriages are never just events. They are messages. What message does Leonor want Spain to hear? One thing is clear: she wants authenticity. This engagement ceremony won't mirror the traditional royal style with extravagant tiaras from distant monarchs or strategic noble families watching from the front row. It is being designed as a personal celebration, intimate, carefully symbolic, but not overly political. The advisors are unsure. The Queen has listened closely. The King has remained firm. King Felipe knows this moment is not only historic. It is delicate. He knows what it means for Spain to see their next monarch choose love without agenda. Some will applaud. Others will worry. A few will resist. But the King has chosen to support his daughter's path. Still, love alone does not build a monarchy. It must be presented. It must be accepted. It must be understood by a nation. Thus, the ceremony is being shaped with extraordinary precision. Let's step into the planning room inside Zarzuela Palace. There are maps of venues, schedules, camera placements, security wings, seating protocols, and legal documents. A ceremony isn't just flowers and music. It's laws, titles, representation, hierarchy. One question dominates the room. What role will Leonor's future spouse hold? He won't be king. He won't rule. But he will stand beside a queen. So what is he? The advisors are debating whether he should receive a symbolic title after marriage. Something not royal, but respectful. Something that acknowledges his place without giving him power. Spain has never handled a modern queen's consort. Leonor will be the first ruling queen in centuries. There is no clear template. This ceremony must set the tone for the future monarchy. And that is why the timing is crucial. Why soon? Because Spain needs stability. Because Leonor needs support. Because the monarchy must show unity at a time when the nation seeks transparency and modern identity. And also, because love cannot be hidden forever. Royal love that stays secret becomes rumor. Royal love that is unveiled too late becomes scandal. But royal love shown at the right moment becomes legacy. The engagement ceremony must capture that balance. Not rushed. Not delayed. Present. That's why the palace has chosen a date much closer than the world expects. Not next year. Not, eventually. Soon. And this urgency is not fear. It is purpose. There is another layer: the Spanish people. Spain doesn't just want a queen who leads. They want a queen who lives. A leader who feels human. Leonor brings that naturally. Her generation sees monarchy differently. Not as untouchable royalty, but as national responsibility. Her engagement represents something more than marriage. It represents monarchy meeting modern values. Even those who don't care about royal traditions will be forced to acknowledge this moment. Because it isn't about crowns. It's about identity. The future Queen of Spain is choosing partnership, not perfection. Respect, not symbolism. Support, not spectacle. Spain will see a queen who isn't being given to a prince. She is choosing a partner for her reign. That is revolutionary. The ceremony details remain tightly guarded. But here's what we know. The event will be official. Publicly witnessed. Carefully televised. But intimate in tone. A blend of royal dignity and emotional honesty. There will be symbols of Spain's history. Royal seals, ancestral emblems, institutional witnesses. But there will also be personal touches chosen by Leonor herself. Details no advisor can veto. Moments that show the truth of love, before the responsibilities of the crown. This ceremony will not present a fairy tale princess. It will introduce a monarch who is stepping into adulthood with intention. And what about the future spouse? The palace is preparing them too. Training, etiquette, security briefings, media education, not to change who they are, but to protect them from what they are about to face. Life beside a queen is not glamorous. It is duty, it is sacrifice, it is living under constant observation. Leonor's partner will need strength, not title. Privacy, not spotlight. Character, not ambition. The ceremony will show Spain not just who they are, but why Leonor chose them. That will be the true moment. Not the ring, not the promise, but the message. This person supports the future Queen of Spain, not the future crown. Soon, Spain will watch history unfold. A ceremony that marks not only a union, but a new chapter in monarchy. Not traditional, not rushed, not political, purposeful, emotional, human. Princess Leonor's engagement ceremony is happening soon. And when the world witnesses it, they will see a future queen who isn't defined by expectation, but by choice. A queen who leads not because she must, but because she believes, and a love story that strengthens a nation instead of shaping it. This is the beginning of a new era for Spain. The future is not waiting anymore. It is arriving.